Did you grow up playing games in the 90s?
We did. We're going to tell you a bedtime story about it.
Good
night, JK.
We're going to tell you a bedtime story first. I'm Jill.
And I'm Kara.
And you're watching Good Night, JK.
And as always, thanks for everyone who has liked and subscribed to our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all other things.
Thank you.
Keep doing it.
Yes, please. Today we're going to talk about something that is close to our hearts, our childhood.
Yeah.
We'll probably have a lot of episodes about our childhood because...
We did a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know about cool, but we did a
lot
lot of stuff.
We had an awesome childhood. And today we thought we'd talk a little bit about some of the games that we played and invented as children. Because some of them you might have played too, but then some of them are just weird, and we thought we should tell you about them because it was a good time.
Yeah.
Because we were creative as children.
Of course.
Very creative. Kids, make up games.
Yeah. So my favorite thing to do as a child was, again, Jill was a little bit older than my sister and I, so she would kind of set stuff up, and we were largely influenced by the show Get Smart.
It's from the 60s and 70s. It's a TV show about spies.
Yeah. And they remade that movie with The Rock and Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Does no justice for the show.
No, the show is incredible. You should definitely watch it. I think a lot of the episodes are on YouTube anyways, but we love the show, and we are all about spying. My brother and I especially would get books about it from the library.
And even equipment.
And spy equipment. Things like those little listening
sonars,
devices. Yeah, night vision goggles, all that kind of stuff. We were all about that. And so one of our favorite activities was to spy.
Yeah. So they would set up little things for me and my sister to do to go spy on people. And so the one device that her brother got was that listening thing that she was talking about. So they would be like, oh, okay, here's this person. You have to go listen to them, talk to this person for this amount of time. And so my sister and I would be, sent to go do that and, spy and, oh, did we get caught? And they would be watching us and see how
we had a whole organization. There were membership cards.
Yeah, I still have my membership cards from when I was a child.
I had, this little folder. I mean, I was probably 10, and I'm making up all this stuff.
A file folder of spy stuff.
And I've, printed out membership cards with ID numbers and, photos on them. We didn't mess around when we were kids. We were serious.
The Spy Kids movies came out around that time, too. So, my sister and I loved those ones.
Yeah. But we had all kinds of challenges we'd set up for them.
Yeah. Or we would throw, lizards on the ceiling.
You know those sticky lizards that you get out of those, gumball machine things?
Yeah.
At the grocery store or the mall? Yeah. We'd, throw them on the ceiling. You'd have to get it down somehow. I don't know what this had to do with spying, but
it was tactical skills.
Yeah. Tactical skills. It's field training.
Of course.
Yeah. So that was one of the best activities, I think.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too. So another one, which was invented a little bit later, but with something from the 90s, is what we like to call the Beanie Baby game. And since you were the creator of this really more so than me.
I was?
Yeah, you and Kristen made it up more.
Okay. Well, so in their basement, there's 5 or 6 steps to get down to the basement. And so we had these Beanie Babies, and everyone got to go and have their pick of what Beanie Baby they wanted. What was there, 5? I think everyone got, between 3 to 5.
And out of, hundreds of Beanie Babies.
Yeah, they had a huge bin of Beanie Babies.
I was all about the Beanie Babies in the 90s.
Yeah. And so you would take the Beanie Baby, and you would have, a set point in the basement that you cannot pass to toss it. And you would have to toss it on the steps. And there was also a railing, and if you got it on the railing, that was worth more points. And there was also a bucket on the top step. If you got it in the bucket, that was 10
It's kind of like skee ball Beanie Babies.
Yeah. It's like skee ball without balls or
skiing.
It's just Beanie Babies and
you're throwing them on stairs.
And each step was worth a different amount of points. And so we would play with our younger cousins all the time, and then, of course, her and her brother. So
yeah. So that was a good one. I was all about the Beanie Babies, and I wouldn't take the tags off, and I'd get the tag protectors.
Collector's item, yeah.
My brother would just rip the tag right off, and I would...
You still have all of them. So.
Yeah. I'd be panicking.
Yeah.
That they were going to lose their value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so something else we used to do is make an amusement park in our backyard.
That was fun.
That was a good time. My brother and I would oftentimes set this up for Kara and her sister, and we would take them around in a wagon or push them down.
And they had a swing set too in their backyard that we would make little rides out of. Like the slide would be like
a ride,
like the Top Thrill dragster for us at that time.
Or like we had this little garden cart and we'd like push them down the hill on this cart because our backyard had a hill in it.
Yeah, and then there was like a 2-wheeler that you used for like moving boxes or like just heavy stuff, and so we would ride around on like the 2-wheeler and like a wheelbarrow.
Mm-hmm. So we'd have like you have to get tickets and that was leaves.
Super imaginative.
You know. So
something that we used to do at my house actually as a child was my dad kind of let my sister and I do whatever we wanted. And so when they would come over, my sister and I had roller skates. And we also had some extra ones that just attached to the shoe.
You know those ones you put it over your shoes?
Yeah, and so at my house we roller skated inside.
Oh, we would go crazy.
Yeah. So her parents would never let her do that.
Not in our house.
My dad, it was
a free-for-all.
Yeah.
We would go in this, they had this main hallway. Actually,
long main hallway.
Their house was the same as my parents' house. The exact same layout.
Yeah.
Like they bought the same house, but very different
It's all those
locations.
World War II houses. You know?
So, yeah, it had this main hallway in it, and we just skate up in there.
Yeah, because it was all like tile, and you just
skate around. It was a great time.
And there was like this little staircase like up the side too, so like you had to like roll down the carpet and like go into the hallway and just zoom down. I was like 3.
Like that was a good time. So also now we want to talk a little bit about some of our heavily 90s items that we thought you'd enjoy, and if you did any of these things or have other things to add, put it in the comments. So my grandparents had this summer trailer in this marina, and so they had this little tiny yard in front of their trailer. So we had a lot of different little things that we'd play in there. You know those like Velcro things you put on your hand and then you throw a tennis ball back and forth you have to catch, or like those little things that it was like a curved thing and you'd have to like throw it.
Yeah, catch it in that.
Yeah, we were all about those stomp rockets. You have to jump on the thing really hard and it'd shoot the rocket
out. And then we also had like a Velcro football where you wore like the Velcro glove.
Yeah.
To catch
it. To catch the football. Yeah. So we're all about the Velcro, the neon Velcro thing.
Yeah, it was neon. Everything was like neon pink and green. Yeah.
Yeah. And also out there, we would actually shoot off real rockets, you know, those Estes model rockets. Yeah. Those were awesome.
My dad had an R2-D2 one that he would shoot off.
Yeah.
That was the coolest rocket.
And we'd have to go run after. We'd go in this big field and run after and chase it. We had a really good childhood. Yeah. Our family likes to hang out and do stuff like that together. So we'd build these rockets and shoot them off. And it's always fun. Ooh, I just spilled water on the place. It's always fun, like, kind of blowing up stuff.
Yeah.
And in a safe way. Don't just go blowing up stuff.
Yeah. And then some board games that we like. My favorite was called Mall Madness. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. But at random points in the game, it'll be like, oh, someone stole the radio out of your car. You might want to go check that. Green player.
So Kara's stepbrother would get roped into playing this with us sometimes.
We would always make him play.
And it would,
but he liked it.
He liked it. But like every time, he would get all the things that were bad. Like green.
Like, oh, someone slashed your tire.
I don't think that was actually it, but we used to make up all these ridiculous things that would happen to him. Like, aw, a long line. Try again later. And he would get all the bad ones. So, yeah. Shout out to Josh if you're watching this.
Thanks, Josh.
We were all about the board games, too. But even now, we still do all kinds of fun things.
Yeah, we still play tons of board games. Love board games. Like, even Tabletop Cafe in Ohio City. Love going there. Great place.
But our family just likes to do games sometimes. And one of the things that, we do love puzzles. That could be like a whole episode about our family making puzzles. Yeah. As weird as that sounds, that would be a good episode. But we have my sister's in the studio and she's knocking things over.
And then the cat.
And the cat is like stuck somewhere back there in a suitcase or something. Oh, in my guitar case. Cool. So anyways, we're all about games that are, you have to draw things.
You love drawing games.
So the game Telestrations is one of our all-time favorites where somebody has to like make up a clue. We kind of go rogue. Yeah. If you buy Telestrations, the board game, it gives you clues. We like to go rogue and make up our own clues. But you make up a clue, and then somebody has to draw it, and then the next person in the line has to guess what the last person drew, and then it kind of goes back and forth down the line until you get some weird thing.
It's like the same idea as like telephone, where like by the end it's just completely not what it originally was.
Yeah. So we're actually going to show you a couple of pictures of that right now. Mm-hmm. And Kara, if you want to pull that up there.
Oh yeah.
So you can get a sense of the talented artists in our family.
So the first one was about the Bridge of Spies.
Which was a movie that came out last-ish year, a year and a half ago.
I feel like it was, like, more than that.
That was in 2015.
Oh, okay. And so, yeah, there was a nice Bridge of Spies that was drawn for number 2, and some cars going over the bridge. And then the third person guessed that there were 3 blind men and a crying man with 2 cars at the bottom of a mountain. Which I guess I could understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just leading the blind. No. that picture.
Wait, what was the guy with 2 cats? Oh, because they thought they said cats.
Yeah, instead of car. Yeah, so there's also some handwriting
issues that come into play here with this game always.
So after the 3 blind men and owner of 2 dead cats on a mountain.
That's so...
And then it was misinterpreted as 3 dead men and 2 cats. So yeah, that kind of took a turn for the worse. Oh, no, it was guess 2 dogs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then we also have, one of my favorites is my grandma's drawings. And so that's a drawing of her lizard on a hill.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's just
one.
it just looks like an ant with a long tongue.
It's so
or
cute.
Like a little bug.
Our grandma is awesome. Grammy, if you're watching.
You're a saint.
You're awesome. Okay, this next one, this is a nice little photo series for you. But as you can see, it began with Kara taking selfies and then devolved into a pizza playing a banjo. So, if you've never played Telestrations, clearly you see that you should check this out.
Yeah.
Another favorite of ours that we play on New Year's a lot of times is called Win, Lose, or Draw, which I think originally was from the 70s or something.
Yeah, the box just looks old.
Yeah, it does.
Not that the 70s were, like, old.
But
if you're from the 70s,
yeah.
I'm sorry, you're not old.
But this is another thing. It's like Pictionary, basically.
Yeah. But it's mostly, like, old phrases.
And you have to,
like that.
yeah. So, actually, we're going to do another episode with Win, Lose, or Draw, which hopefully we'll have some guest stars on, maybe next week or the week after.
Yeah.
But, anyways, the point is, games are fun.
Playing with your family.
Is awesome. Yeah. Our family is great.
Or if you have some close friends.
Yeah.
That you like to make
yeah,
some good jokes with.
board games are a thing again now, I think. And so...
Yeah, it's like a hipster thing to do now. Again.
Yeah.
It's like board games. So
yeah.
I guess it's cool, right? Hipster school?
So anyways, I think that's about all for now, huh?
Yeah.
So let's get out that lullaby board.
Okay, cool. You actually have it.
I do?
I have it.
No, you
Just
have
kidding.
it. I knew you put it over there. Get it out.
All right.
Okay, 9. All Time Low by Jon Bellion. Requested by my sister to be put in the board.
Good pick, Mary.
Good pick. Some questionable words, but we'll skip those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, if you like what you see, subscribe, like, comment everything that you want to.
Tell us about your experiences, especially
Yeah.
if they're in the 90s, but anytime.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm sporting my shirt. This is my mom's shirt from the 80s, so
Yeah. And
tell
this
us
is my,
about your childhood at any time.
This is my favorite sweatshirt, actually, that I own forever. This is my dad's old sweatshirt from the 1995 Indians. That was, like, the best team. But
Yes.
let's not talk about it. That
All
was
right.
some sad times still, too.
Okay. What are you going to play today?
I will play...
Oh, the flute.
The Croatian flute.
Oh, we haven't seen that one since Death of a Bachelor. I almost said Death of a Salesman.
That too, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he had one.
That's a really good play.
I've never seen it.
I've only read it, but I like it. It's sad, but it's good.
Okay.
Ooh, this kind of attitude. Well, too bad, people. You're getting an out-of-tune guitar today.
What are you
We
gonna
try
do?
to film this all in one take. I mean, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Sounds really good. It's good.
Okay. Lie, 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 lie. I try to hide, but now you know it. That I'm at an all-time low, 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 low.
So much breathing. That is so much breathing. A lot of breathing.
Okay, well, good night. The end.
Good night. The end of the story. Go to bed.
Don't have any nightmares.
I'm
We'll
out
see
of
you
breath.
next time.
And then the cat came out of the bag. Not even kidding. No pun intended. The cat literally came out of the guitar bag as soon as we started playing the music.